Give and Get Healthy. Hi there, we're trying something new this year, a Stewardship Drive video.
This is Anna Birkenblit, and I'm Leslie Nelkin. We're the co-chairs of the Stewardship Drive this year. And the video was my idea. It's so awkward to talk about money, and yet it's so important. So I thought that as co-chairs of the Stewardship Drive, Anna and I could have the awkward conversation so that you can focus on the rest. If you're at a cottage gathering, if you're at home watching this video, or if you're at a one-on-one stewardship meeting with somebody, you can talk about what's important to you about First Parish and not worry about the money part. So Anna, what's this year's theme?
Well, Leslie, this year's theme is Give and Get Healthy. I was surprised and actually a little disappointed to realize that First Parish does not have what the UUA considers a healthy distribution of pledges. We have too many donors at the bottom of the pyramid and too few who give larger amounts. We need to move toward what the UUA considers a healthy distribution, with more folks giving larger amounts. And you know, this year is special. We're preparing to call our new settled minister. This year, more than ever, we need to be financially responsible and have a successful stewardship drive so that our new minister can thrive with us together at First Parish. I'm hoping that this theme of Give and Get Healthy engages each and every one of us to reflect on what it means for us individually to give and get healthy in every sense of the word, spiritually, socially, physically, and of course, financially.
That's why we have the first of our four goals, to move toward a healthy distribution of pledges. As you can see, our triangle is bottom heavy. About 60% of our pledges come in at less than $1,700, and only 17% come in at higher than $3,000. A healthy distribution would have the bottom at 40% of our pledges and the top at 25%.
So as you are considering your pledge this year, think about where you fall on the pyramid. Where are you and where could you be? Can you go up within your quartile, or could you even jump to the next quartile and help us, individually, you with your contribution, move towards a healthy distribution?
So our second goal of the pledge drive is to fundraise to an amount of $328,000. So we need everybody to step up their contribution however you can so we can achieve that goal. Contributions last year were not enough, despite a fantastic stewardship drive. We were still about $30,000 short of our goal, and we had to use a financial crutch to fill that gap with a bequest of one of our individual donors. And we really can't do that again. So at a minimum, we need you to increase your pledge by about 10% this year.
That's right, Leslie. And another way we're going to get there is with goal number 3, to get 100% of our members to pledge. You know, most folks don't realize this, but our bylaws state that every member has an obligation to pledge. Now, every year there's a handful of members who don't pledge for a variety of reasons, including financial hardship. But please note, there's no minimum pledge amount. It's really the spirit of commitment to First Parish and to each other. Toward becoming a financially healthy congregation, we are striving to take pride in 100% of our members pledging. It's also important to note that Sunday plate collections don't take the place of pledges. The plate collections are small and unpredictable, and the only way that we can budget in a sound manner is to base our budget on the pledges.
Which brings us to our final goal, goal number 4, and that's to receive 90% of our pledges by Commitment Sunday on March 30th. Usually we only get about 60% of our pledges by Commitment Sunday. So please be kind to Anna and me. Please turn in your pledges on time and don't make us track you down. That is why we are asking you to turn in your pledges at the cottage gathering, if you're attending one, or by Commitment Sunday on March 30th. So when you turn in your pledge, please add your name to the giving thermometer at social hour so we can all be inspired by the progress we're making toward our goal.
So, for more information, please take a look at your pledge packet. You'll see that thanks to recent building improvements and changes to rental agreements, the building almost pays for itself. That means that your pledges don't go to keeping the lights on, but rather they go to compensate our staff, directly to support their salary so they can do all the wonderful things that they do to keep our programs thriving. You'll also see that there's no fat in the budget. If we don't meet our goal, salaries may need to be cut or staffing scaled back. So please give generously, whatever that means for you. Maybe it's fair share giving. Maybe it's increasing your pledge by 10%. Maybe it's jumping a quartile. What does it mean for you to give and get healthy?
And now let's hear from a few folks who will share with us what it means to them to give and get healthy.
Hi, my name is Darren Zinner. I've been coming to First Parish now 6 or 7 years. I've been on parish committee the last 3, so I'm very familiar with our budgets and our giving and how we have to put the two together. What does give and get healthy mean to me? We're starting a new chapter, and the next minister will have ideas, and what I want to do is set up the tools needed to go forward. If we want to bolster the music program, we need to hire a new music director. That requires salary support. If we want to bolster intergenerational giving, we need the children's choir and RE and pick those programs up. We may want to go outside our walls to more of Needham, and that requires infrastructure. I feel as though we are starting a new journey and come this fall, and so I want this spring to be focused on packing the car with the right tools. That's what it means to me.
Since our slogan is give and get healthy, I could ask, why should I worry about giving and getting healthy? Is that for me? No, it's for the whole community. It's the whole of First Parish that needs to be healthy. And what does First Parish mean to me? It's a huge commitment of my body and soul. First Parish means probably most of my friends are here. Most of the activities I enjoy emerge from First Parish. I find that my whole way of being is involved with this church and the people in it and the community that I'm a part of. I don't know how people go through life without having a sustaining community like this. I don't know how they face the ups and downs of life without being able to call on the support or just know it's there. And that's what we have here, is a community of friends and people that we love and care about and that will take care of us and whom we can take care of. Why do we think it's so important right now? As we look towards calling a minister, we need to get our ducks in a row. We need to have all of the finances that we have that are necessary to sustain our building, to provide the programs that we need to have, to enrich our whole programming, to pay our staff well, to move into the community and be more of an impact in our surrounding community, to provide wonderful inspirational services with especially the music. Music is a large component and it costs money. So let's hope that we have the commitment from each of us to give as much as we can in order to sustain our community. And that means maybe stretching. It means a lot of stretching for some of us. So I think it's just terribly important to consider this as your number one, maybe your number one contribution to make in all of the contributions you make.
Hi, I'm Wendy Blum, this year's president of First Parish. We've been coming to the church for about 25 years, my family and I, and we value it so much. And I know that so many people here also value First Parish a lot in their lives. There's a generosity of spirit here, but that generosity is not expressed financially. We're not a healthy church according to the UUA's comparison of church giving. And the parish committee is really committed to operating on a balanced budget. And all of the great programs that we've set up in the last 10 years may have to be cut back if we don't reach our budget goals. Please be generous and up your pledge to the next quartile, or just increase it at least 10% so that we can continue in this great trajectory, and when we have our new settled minister, we'll be on a solid footing. Thanks so much.